Hey, what's up guys? Duct here, and today we're back here with another Hypixel Skyblock video. Now, in today's video, we're going to be testing, is the drill worth it? And not just is the first drill worth it that you can unlock at tier 3 of Heart of the Mountain, but is the upgraded version of it at tier 4 also worth it, which I happen to have, and I even recombobulated it, got Fleet Reforged. Basically, this is as good as the tier 2 drill can get, besides getting like Compact 10, which I unfortunately do not have yet because it takes a while. You got to mine a lot of blocks. But today we're going to be testing whether it's worth it compared to a titanium pickaxe or even a refined titanium pickaxe. And I will not be testing in my sorrow armor because I don't feel like that is a reasonable expectation of someone that is just unlocking the tier 3 drill. So we're going to be testing in glaciite, which gives plus 40 mining speed as the whole set, and on top of that, plus 2 mining speed for each mining level you have. Now, for this experiment, I should be approximately mining level 48, so this is probably a bit above the average player at this point, but I can't really adjust my mining level to be around like 35 or something. So I will have a bit faster speed than the average player, but in terms of retrospectively, it won't really matter in the experiments. As a proportion, it shouldn't affect basically everything. Basically, since I'm going to be using glaciite with every drill or every pickaxe, it should be an increase for each thing and not just an increase for one of them. So it should not matter in terms of the results. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and let's jump into the experiments. First off, we're going to test the plain old titanium pickaxe. Alright, so we'll pick up this titanium pickaxe for 1.2 million off the auction house. You can also buy it from this merchant, but it's a million plus 100 titanium and a bejeweled handle. So, which that's actually more than what I just paid, so we're just going to buy it like this. And then we can go ahead and just do /enchant table. And this will be our titanium pickaxe we're going to test. I'm going to test it without Fleet Reforge, because I don't feel like that's reasonable to put on a titanium pickaxe. I may test Fleet with the refined titanium pickaxe, because I think that may actually be a reasonable investment if you're planning to go that over the drill, potentially. Also, we're just going to add efficiency 5, which we'll have on all of the tools, because that's reasonable. It's nothing more expensive than anything. We don't really need experience for this experiment. It won't really affect anything. I will add fortune, and I also will add telekinesis. Obviously, you can add experience if you want to. I guess I will. Why not? So we got efficiency 5, experience 3, fortune 3, and telekinesis. Alright guys, we're going to start right here. We're going to mine with the titanium pickaxe. For 10 minutes, I'm going to use, of course, the glaciite armor, and that gives me a speed of 1,266 plus my mithril golem, so that should give me around a 1,366 mining speed. Now, during this 10-minute time span, I'm going to mine no titanium on purpose, of course. My efficient miner upgrade will, of course, give me some titanium, which we're not really going to factor into this test. We're going to be only calculating the mithril that I get, which in my large mining sack, we're going to start at 7,167, see how much I get in 10 minutes, and then we're going to go to a refined titanium pickaxe, and then a tier 3 drill, and then lastly a tier 4 drill, which we'll test with my own drill for that. Alright, so we're ready to go. We're going to stop at 600 seconds on that timer, so begin. No, get out of the way. Okay, we got to stop at 160, guys. We got to stop at 160. A fallen star happened to literally right on top of me. Literally right on top of me. That's crazy. Alright. So we'll be back once some people kill all the fallen stars. I'm going to try and leave it for people that may have the quest. Hopefully. Alright, so people finished killing everything, and the timer's going to count back upwards. So we're actually going to start at 400. So we're actually going to start at 0, but go all the way to 440 seconds to finish this test. So anyways, let's begin. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're coming close to the end. We got 10 seconds left. And we'll see how much mithril we got from this 10-minute period. We're ending at 440, of course, because we already had a little bit of time, because it was a little weird. But there we go, 440. Let's see how much mithril we're at. So, we're at 12,330. We subtract the beginning amount, which is, let me check, 7,167. Alright, a little bit of quick math, and we got 5,163 mithril within the 10-minute time span with the base titanium pickaxe. Now the reason I chose 10 minutes is because I feel like efficient miner's percentage chance over a 10-minute time span should not significantly impact the percentage difference between each pickaxe, as they're all going to have the same efficient miner. So I figured 10 minutes was long enough time span, and like 2 minutes would not be, because potentially if I get super lucky with efficient miner for 2 minutes, then it could outbalance the pickaxes, so I didn't do that. But anyways, now we got to get the refined titanium pickaxe. I'm just going to have to try and hopefully sell this pickaxe for the majority of my money back. I'm fine if I lose a bit of money. I just don't want to lose like a ton, because that would suck, obviously. So if I could get, yeah, solid like 1.199 mil out of it, I'll be happy. I'll be happy with that. Alright, so the cheapest upgraded version is going to cost me 7 mil. So obviously this is a very expensive pickaxe, but this is the cheapest one I can find on the auction house right now. I'm gonna have to resell it and hopefully get my money back in like 20 minutes. It should, yeah, hopefully I get my money back, or it's gonna be a bit of an L. Alright, Glaciite with refined titanium pickaxe, so this is plus 510 versus approximately plus 400, so another 110 mining speed. And we're now at 1366 versus whatever we were at before. I don't remember. It should have been like 1250, I think. But let's see how this goes. 10 minutes of the refined titanium pickaxe starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, coming to an end in 3, 2, 1, and we stop the clock right there. 561 seconds, basically exactly the same. And we shall see what our count is at for mithril powder. We're at 17,395, not mithril powder, mithril. And we calculate that, subtracting it from the previous amount of 12,330, and I'm dumb. We went 560 seconds, so let's go 600. Alright. We gotta go another 40 seconds. Why did I stop? Also, that extra mining speed boost shouldn't make that big of a difference, but keep in mind that we had to stop for the other one. So technically that one got a bit of an extra mining speed boost as well, so it should be fairly fair there. Yeah, we gotta go another 40 seconds, because I'm dumb. I don't know why I stopped at 560. I have literally no idea, but I did, so 40 seconds, and that should easily make up the 100 mithril difference. I was like, wait, how is this less? Did I mess up somewhere? Did efficient miner be that much more OP this time? I don't know. I don't know what happened. But we stopped there. Now we're at 17,922. We calculate that out, and it's, which is an increase of about 440 mithril. And at the end we'll have a graph where I can actually show the actual increases. But that is a fairly significant increase, about a 10% increase in speed, which is decent, you know, it's decent. Although, obviously, it's quite a bit more expensive, so you gotta factor that in as well. Now I gotta try and sell this thing. Hopefully I can get my money back somewhat. I'm hoping for about 7 mil back. I think that's about what I paid, so if I can literally get what I paid back, I'll be happy. I'm not trying to make money on it or anything. I just want to make my money back, hopefully. 7 mil, I believe, is exactly what I paid for it, if I'm not mistaken. So, hopefully I can get that. Now we gotta go talk to my bank, unfortunately, and withdraw at least 10 mil for a tier 1 drill. I believe it was going for about 11 earlier. Let's see what a tier 1 drill... I don't care if it has enchants out on it. I can apply those myself. Wow, lots of drill engines now. Alright, the cheapest drill. Of course, we're gonna have to adjust our GUI scale real quick. Of course, we had to adjust the GUI scale, because, yeah. Alright, so the cheapest drill available is 11.7 mil, which has Stellar on it. And for 50k more, I cannot get Stellar. How much would it be to get Fleet, potentially? Okay, apparently a lot more to get Fleet. So, if you really want to, you could pay another mil for plus 25 speed, but we're just going to test the base mithril drill without that, and we'll grab this one for 11.7 mil. I really hope I can sell this for at least 11 mil again. I'm fine with losing a bit of money, but I don't want to lose that much, okay? So hopefully we'll be able to resell this. I'm not extremely concerned about it, but we're buying it. It's at 560 speed, which is only like 50 speed faster. We got ourselves a lovely drill for 560 speed. All right. Now y'all could go buy it at Stellar One if you really want to, which was actually 50k cheaper, but yeah, I bought this one because it's actually a base drill with 560 speed. Of course, you can apply fleet or anything like that if you want to. It just will cost you even more money. All right, so we're starting at 17,922 Mithril. We're going to test this for 10 minutes with the Tier 1 Mithril drill, and then we'll test my Tier 2 Mithril drill and see how that goes. And we will begin now. And we end right about now. All right. There we go. We stopped with the Mithril drill, the base Mithril drill. Let's see what our Mithril count is. 23,354, which if we subtract our previous count is... Yikes, boys. So, 5,432 Mithril in the 10 minutes. That is approximately 150 less Mithril, which I know isn't a lot less, but we got less. So basically that's telling you plus 50 mining speed isn't even enough to be outside of the margin of error with this test, because obviously efficient miner is going to give some sort of margin of error, and then on top of that, just the speed that I'm mining at, the quantity of mining speed boosts that were used within the time period. Basically, the difference between the Tier 1 Mithril drill and the refined titanium pickaxe is not great enough to be outside of the margin of error. That's crazy. And yeah, so theoretically, yes, the Tier 1 Mithril drill is faster than the refined titanium pickaxe, but it's only about plus 50 mining speed, which you could pretty much make up with having a higher mining speed upgrade. So, yeah. But, anyways, let's move on to the quote-unquote Tier 2 drill. This is the one that you have to be Tier 4 to use. I also have recombobulated it and have fleets, so this one is plus 750 mining speed. So we're looking at a 190 mining speed upgrade with this, which is quite a large upgrade. So hopefully we'll be outside of the margin of error with this, and we'll see what the count is. By the way, compact shouldn't matter because enchanted items don't go into my mining stacks, which is where I'm counting from, so that should not affect this at all. But yeah, I'm surprised, guys, but I'm not going to redo the test or anything because we know it's going to be within the margin of error. Maybe I'll get a bit, like maybe we'll get like, I don't know, 150 more out of it, but just know it's such a small increase that if you're just going for the Mithril drill, you're not planning to get the Tier 2, I would say right now, it's not worth just getting the Tier 1 Mithril drill. If you're going to go for it, you have to plan to go for the Tier 2, which obviously is going to have a much higher price tag on it. If we look on the auction house, let's say that's how you're going to buy it instead of crafting it, we're looking for a Mithril drill SXR326, which it looks like we're going to have to go to this level of price if we're going to do that. And it's going to cost a minimum of 32 mil, which is immediately like a 20 mil price increase for around 100. Let's see, base mining speed is 710 versus base mining speed of 560. So for around 150 mining speed, you're having to pay another 20 mil. I mean, okay. Now, obviously, if you wanted to get mine, it's going to cost even more because it's recombobulated and has fleet. I think the minimum you're going to have to pay for that is going to be 42 mil, so another 10 mil on top of that if you want to just buy it on the auction house, or you could do it yourself to any of these for less than that, actually. So if you did want to do that, I would buy the 32 mil one, recombobulate it, and then put fleet. That'll cost you less than the 10 mil increase, actually. So if that's what you wanted to do, that's how I would do it. I'm not saying you should do that. This is just if you literally want the best possible quote-unquote pickaxe available at Tier 4. But Let's test it. 10 minutes. It better be a drastic increase. I don't think it's going to be drastic enough that I'm going to say it's worth it. But, hey, we got to do the test. 10 minutes. Let's see. And we begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got to restart. I forgot to start the timer. So we're going to have to restart. We're going to have to see where we're at right now. So we're actually going to be starting at 23,630. So I'll mark that down, and I'll see y'all when we're at the 10-minute mark. And the mining drill just broke, so we got to stop at around 480. That's kind of a problem. So we're going to have to go ahead and refill the drill, of course, because, well, if you can't mine anymore, that's going to be definitely a problem for the experiment. So we'll have to do another 120 seconds approximately with the tier 2 mithril drill, and we'll start that right about right now. And the experiment ends in about 10 seconds. We'll see where we're at. Hopefully it is a positive. It better be. That would be very embarrassing for the tier 2 mithril drill if somehow the margin of error is so great that the refined titanium pickaxe is greater than it. That would be crazy in this experiment. But let's see. The good old mining sack, what are we at? We're at 29,733. If we calculate that out real quick, that is 6,103 mithril with the tier 2 mithril drill. Luckily for the tier 2 drill, that is a positive increase of approximately 500 more mithril within the 10-minute time span. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw this all in a graph. It's going to be a very odd graph because of the tier 1 mithril drill actually being a negative in this experiment over the refined titanium pickaxe. But I thought in terms of an actual experiment, that would be the best way, is to keep it as a negative over the titanium pickaxe, that there is such a margin of error within it that it is probably not worth upgrading to unless you're willing to spend more. But we'll talk about that after I finish the graph. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright, so now I have the chart overlaid over the screen, and you can see that the titanium pickaxe performs extremely well for its cost of 1.2 million. The refined titanium pickaxe is obviously a bit better, although with the price tag of approximately 7 million, it's definitely a steep increase. The tier 3 mithril drill, of course in our experiment within the margin of error, actually performed worse than the refined titanium pickaxe, even though it does have plus 50 speed. This basically tells you, if you're going to go for the tier 3 mithril drill, only do so if you're planning to go for the tier 4, which is our winner today. But, of course, you have to factor in that it is going to cost you approximately $32 million to get the tier 4 mithril drill, especially if you're going to recombob it and fleet it, which is what mine had, which gives an additional 40 speed. If you do not do that, and you're going with a base of 710 speed, it's going to, of course, have a lesser lead. And when you're talking about actually, basically, it's not that much better than the titanium pickaxe or even the refined titanium pickaxe. I'm almost saying that you should go for the base titanium pickaxe until you are tier 5. And then obviously the titanium drills are the best drills in the game, so I would probably suggest to go for those at that point. But it seems like, guys, really the answer is, are drills worth it? Not really. But yeah, guys, after doing this experiment, I can pretty fairly say that drills are not exactly worth it. The best drill compared to the base titanium pickaxe, so basically 32 mil versus 1.2 mil or something. Basically, the titanium drill is the base at 100%. It's only 118% of it. It's literally only 18% faster than a base titanium drill. Now, I'm not sure you could tell me that 18% speed increase is worth $30 million. Unless you are just trying to get to tier 5 literally as fast as possible, in which case, I guess you could do it, and then you could probably resell the drill, make some of your money back. So, I'm not saying don't go for a tier 2 drill that I have, just if you are trying to be economical in any sense of the word, Just get a base titanium pickaxe, maybe upgrade it to a refined titanium pickaxe. When you hit tier 4, if you really want to, that little bit of increased speed is potentially worth it for that additional like 5 mil or so. But outside of that, I can't really recommend the tier 3 or tier 4 drill unless, as I said, you're just going for the most efficiency as possible until you're tier 5. Then you sell the pickaxe, get some of your money back, and move on with the titanium drill. That's my recommendation for now. I just the amount of speed increase is so minimal. Obviously, it would be a larger difference if you don't have as high level mining speed upgrade here. If you don't have as high of mining skill as I do, then you're going to have a lower basis that you're working with, which means the increase will be a more significant increase. So that is a caveat to this experiment. If you're like mining level 20 or something, then potentially that increased speed is going to affect you more than it affected me in this experiment. Anyways, I hope this video helps you all out when determining how to best spend your money, because this video literally might save you 30 million coins. I know, you see all the YouTubers with the fancy drills. The question really is, are they worth it? And I think we answered that today. Not exactly. 18% speed increase over the base cost for 30 million coins. Anyways, I hope this video helps you all out. If it did, consider subscribing for more content here on my channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, guys.